Thank you, Chairman Green, for having me today. So, so my name is Luke Tomzuk, and I am a community autism peer specialist with Temple University, as well as community behavioral health. So, um, so okay. So once again, thank you for the opportunity to participate in today's hearing on the Community Autism Peer Specialist Program. So at Temple, my primary project involves teaching autistic individuals across Philadelphia the skills they need in order to take public transportation by themselves. Today, I would like to share a few short stories about encounters I have had in both my roles and the difference it made in their lives. One participant had an interest in sword fighting, and there was a place called Battle Sword located in East Falls. He traveled there before, but never on his own. Once he found out through one of our travel training interventions that taking SEPTA from his house to Battle Sword was a possibility, you could tell that his life was changed. The joy on his face when we went there for the first time was indescribable. This past spring, I had another participant who has unfortunately went through some difficult social circumstances in her life. One of those instances came during a travel training intervention, when an individual who was known for bullying her rode past us on a dirt bike. I thought that this event would compromise her ability to travel train, but she persisted, and she continued the process towards self-travel. Although her scope was limited to traveling in her neighborhood, it was an important step towards greater community integration. More often than not, it comes down to meeting people where they are. Speaking of meeting people where they are, that is exactly what we did with a young man I met at CBH. While I cannot go into the details, this person has suffered a lot as a consequence of gun violence. On September 17th, 2020, so CBH Member Services set up a meeting with this young man and his mother. The purpose of this meeting was to connect him with resources both inside and outside of CBH, including autism support groups. None of us anticipated what would happen next. By hearing my story, the story of someone who went on to be a CAPS, this person's life was finally changed for the better. Later that day, his mom emailed us to show her appreciation. She stated the following: "I feel like this may be a foot forward to him finding his tribe." This statement and this encounter show what CAPS is all about. It is my hope that these stories will show you the powerful impact that peer support has had on young autistic adults in our community. In June 2020, our advisory board at Temple decided to resume travel training activities after a pause due to COVID. My chief argument for restarting was to shift our focus towards underserved communities in Philadelphia, which our study did not recruit from as heavily prior to the pandemic. I am grateful that these individuals, including experts and people with lived experience, agree with my assessment. Without it, the stories you heard today would not have been possible. Today, I ask that you, distinguished council members, make that same commitment and continue your support of the CAPS program. We have seen that CAPS can make a difference in unexpected ways and solve other disability-related issues the city faces. Your support will go a long way towards making these possibilities a reality. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Robinson?
Okay.